Marvel Rivals, just like most modern day video games, has a battle pass, but unlike most of those other titles, Rivals does things a little bit differently, as when you purchase one of these battle passes, you have permanent access to it. Meaning, even if you don't finish it by the time the season ends, you can just go back to it whenever you want. The only other free-to-play AAA title that I can think of that does this is Halo Infinite. And although this is definitely one of the best things about Marvel Rivals from a live service perspective, I do think there is something about it they could do to make it just a little bit better. And that, just like Halo Infinite, would be by making the passes permanently available. The way the system is already handled is fine, but I do think it's a bit of a shame that if you miss out on that current season, you miss out on everything within it. There's a ton of skins and even story content that players would miss out on if they miss out on that mentioned battle pass, which I do think is a huge shame. I also think it'd be great from the perspective of new players if you had access to this huge backlog of passes that you could go through and purchase. It would make the game look like it has so much more content to offer too. You'd load up and immediately see the Season 0, 1, 2 and 3 passes, and it just means there's a large variety of skins that are available to players at all times. I know this is something that a few people would be mixed on. A lot of players tend to have a very possessive mindset when it comes to live service games. They feel like they're entitled to skins being rare. This was very noticeable when they brought back the Season 0 pass for a limited time, and a lot of people got really angry over it. A lot of players were upset that their skins that they believed were now super rare and made them stand out were no longer special, and I think this is a terrible mindset to have. Another thing that I do appreciate about Rivals is that most of the event skins are purchasable after that event ends. You can still go and buy those items as their own bundle, and I think that's pretty cool. The only ones that I think it would be a little bit silly if they did bring them back for purchase would be the actual ranked skins, which to be fair in themselves aren't anything super special, they are just recolors. But I feel like there's a bit more of an achievement there in unlocking a ranked skin as opposed to unlocking a skin in a battle pass. And that applies to all of the ranked rewards in Rivals. I do understand why they would be limited to a specific time frame and why you would need to reach a specific rank during whatever season it's made available in. As for the battle passes, I don't think this should be the case. Just like with most of the event skins, I do think these items should be available at all times. It gives players a large backlog of things to play through, or to unlock, which would be great for people that have maybe not tried the game before, or people that take a prolonged break from it. As I really think it would suck for those players if they missed out on so much stuff and then never got the chance to access any of it. Now again, the Season 0 pass has come back before, so I'm not going to rule out the possibility that they'll bring back older passes, but I don't think these should be relegated to a limited time thing. I just think they should be permanently available at all times. I think it's great that when you purchase it, you have it forever. I think that's awesome. I am yet to finish the Season 2 Krakoa Battle Pass because I kind of unlocked all the stuff I cared about from that one, and I didn't feel some immense pressure to rush through and try and unlock the rest of the items before the season ended, because I know it's not going anywhere. And I think not having that element of FOMO is really nice. It makes the game feel like a game and not a chore. And it is nice to see Rivals take that note out of Halo Infinite's playbook, because I think it just makes the game so much more consumer friendly. But I do think NetEase should consider making the battle passes a permanent thing. I think most players are going to view this very positively, and again, it really bolsters the amount of content that the game has available. Anyways, today's video is a bit of a shorter one. I'm working on some other things, including a much more in-depth analysis of the Marvel Rivals progression systems, which will go over the battle pass, event passes, hero leveling system, etc, etc. And I have also got some other non-rival stuff in the works too, Halo Machinima's figure reviews. But anyways, let me know what you all think down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.